Hello everyone and welcome to round 4 season 18 of AOR tier 3. Unfortunately in today's race we are starting P35. I did have a terrible qualifying session and if anything I'm lucky to be starting this high up. I was expecting to be starting last, as when I went out I realised I'd completely messed up my setup. I was getting so much oversteer and understeer at the same time, so even when the back end wasn't kicking out I just had no confidence in the car to try and push it to the limits and try and make the corners. But either way that doesn't matter because I know I am faster and we'll just have to see what race pace I have. At the end of the day, if I have to fight and if I have to get more positions, that just makes the video more entertaining for you, so it could be a good thing in hindsight depending on how you look at it. As we gear up for the start now, pay attention and I hope you enjoy the sound of the cars as the lights go green. Coming down to turn 1 now, we are already battling for positions with the Mustang and we have to watch out for the cars ahead because people are crashing, so we don't want to get caught up in that. We slowly creep past the Mustang and the Bentley on the outside, and now we're gearing up for a move on the BMW in front. We do brake later than him and end up getting around him. Out onto the Ferrari, we're going to go to the left because he's clearly holding the tighter line. And we're going to see if we can try and hold traction and get through, but he just closes off in the last minute, stops us getting through. Oh, bad start. It was a good start, we made plenty of positions, but unfortunately in the next couple of corners there was a big crash and we do end up getting tagged on the rear. Nothing major, but it does cause some damage. Not enough to prevent us driving fast, but if we continue to get damage, then obviously it will add up and then it will become a bit of a problem. Oh. That's the last time I lived through there. Fucking hell. They're fighting hard. At this point in the race, the car behind me kept gearing up for ambitious moves and it was really stressing me out, so I thought it was crucial for my race to get ahead of the Ferrari in front of me. That wasn't meant to be an overtake, but I'm glad we didn't crash. Yeah, as you can hear, that was an accident. I didn't actually mean to brake that late, but coming up to the chicane, I did know I was braking later than the Ferrari every lap, so I thought, if I'm going to go for it, I'll go for it here. I dive down the inside, take as much apex as I can to try and get a good exit on the straight, and now I'm free to attack the cars in front. Nice. So coming up to the spoon curve now, I am chasing behind a pack of 3 cars and unfortunately I was not ready for one of them to spin and slow down the pack. I do hit the rear of the BMW. I don't think it was harsh enough to cause either of a significant amount of damage, but maybe if I was a nicer racer I should have let him past. As you can see, he wasn't happy, he started flashing his lights at me, but you gotta do what you gotta do and you gotta prioritize yourself when racing, and that's what I did. Another position and now I can chase after the Bentley in front and hopefully get some free air to keep gaining positions further into the race. Now, I was definitely having two big problems in the first half of this race. The main one was the Bentley was unbelievably fast on the straight, so it didn't matter how fast I was in the corners, I couldn't catch it. But I was also just having terrible exits through these left-handers, and it was just granting opportunities to BMW behind to overtake me. However, I was fortunate because 130R is ahead, and that is a sweeping left-hander which will put people off going alongside me, making it easier for me to just hold position and keep them behind, but it was just causing me extra stress and making it difficult to stick with the Bentley in front. However, I say that, we do end up getting a free overtake on the McLaren, so yeah, happy with that. Thank you, get rid of that fucking BMW for me, mate. It was stressing me out. Felt like he was out to get me, I don't know why. So you'll see going through the S's now, I would gain so much time on the Bentley in front. I don't know if I had higher downforce or if it was just I was better at this part of the track and he was better on the straights. But it was really frustrating because it felt useless. I'd get up behind him and then I'd just get stuck because there's no overtaking opportunities here. And then as soon as we would get to an overtaking opportunity or a straight, he'd just pull away, and I felt like it was just slowing me down throughout the race. I was trying everything I could, I was trying to stay in his mirrors, trying to put him off, but nothing was working. He kept it smooth, kept it on track, and did his job well, keeping me behind for most of the first half of the race. Nearly worked. There was a bit of a pile-up going into the spoon curve, involving the cars in front of me and Martin, and it did bunch the pack up a bit, so I thought, save me fighting, I'll go for the undercut and try and make up positions on the people in front. But it was crucial I had a good outlap to make sure I did end up getting in front of the cars that didn't pit, as I would have to defend further in the race with higher tyre wear than the people around me. Broke so early into the pits. It completely threw me off. Probably lost so much time on that pit entry. It's fine, I'll make it back there. What the fuck? Is he taking the piss? It was not the best start for our outlap, and it also just put me in bad spirits. I wasn't happy with the car in front. You can see me flashing my lights, letting them know I wasn't happy. I was so frustrated because I knew I had the pace to make the undercut effective and to gain a lot more positions after the undercut, but with the added damage, it would just make the race so much harder than it needed to be. Oh, lovely that, mate. Cheers. Absolute moron. Did you get a stop and go as well? Yeah, fucking idiot. Better news, we did get past the Bentley, but unfortunately it didn't really mean much in the end because the McLaren in front of us was refusing to serve as stop and go and making us lose even more time to the cars in front. Just save your stop and go. What are you doing? You're not even getting time, you're fighting for no reason, you're getting my way and you're attacking the dude in front of you for no reason. It's absolutely pointless. Now people are pitting and I'm gonna get stuck behind you, driving like an idiot.
You were hard showing off.
Well, I don't know. I would say it wasn't his fault, because he should have just bounced off the back of me. I don't know why he went inside me. Pause. But at the same time, it's like, he went into the back of me multiple times before it started glitching out. So to me, it did feel like he was trying to shove me out the pits, which is why I got so mad. But now that I've thought about it, I mean, I don't actually know what happened. It could have been just as confusing for him, so I shouldn't be so harsh, and I apologise for swearing so much. Nope, don't get me that easy. Just wanted to show off, that's what that was. Definitely not like a skill. I got damage, so I don't have the liberty of saving tyres and pushing later. I just need to do what I can when I can. Why is the car sliding into that corner all of a sudden? Is it because of my damage? Why is my... At this point in the race, I was experiencing like extreme amounts of tyre wear, and I believed it was due to the damage on the car increasing my tyre wear, but I'm not too sure. Either way, the car was slowly becoming undrivable and very, very snappy in the corners, and it was making it really hard to not only stick with the guys in front, but also just keep the car on track until the end of the race. Come on. That was not a good lap. Once again, I was just struggling with traction on exit, and it was just giving the BMW behind plenty of opportunities to try and overtake me. But absolutely no traction through that chicane. As the laps went by, the Beamer was getting closer and closer to overtaking me, and this was causing me a lot of stress, especially because we were nearing towards the end of the race and I really didn't want to lose any positions. We were in P12 sitting nicely, and I was really happy to be there, so any position lost would have been a big deal to me. However, we do end up getting quite lucky, as you can see, the BMW does end up going wide, and this leaves the Bentley an opportunity to attack the BMW. Going into the next couple of corners, it takes a tight line, swings to the inside of the BMW, takes the corner, gets a bit of a poor exit, but then the BMW has to deal with multiple cars fighting it from behind. The BMW makes a huge mistake, goes wide, and it just slows the whole pack down, giving me plenty of room to just drive freely and drive away and try and escape those that are chasing me. I can see them in my mirrors. I'm getting a bit nervous. As the race was closing to the end, I could see the Bentley was catching up to me every single corner. The tyre whip was just getting too much and he just seemed to handle the tyres so much better than me. But luckily for me, one lap before the end, he goes wide and that gives an opportunity to the car behind to attack him, giving me plenty of free space to just run away and drive safe so I can bring the car home and not have to worry about people attacking me from behind. Let's send it into the final corner because P11 seems to have lost a lot of time if they've gotten a crash. They might get a penalty, so hi everyone, I just wanted to say thank you if you made it this far in the video. It means a lot. I've never really done so much editing before. I was trying something new today. I don't really make videos, so I'm sorry about the poor quality. I will get on top of it, but if you want me to make more videos like this, then just like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about it in the comments, because any feedback's appreciated. Like I said, I'm still new to this, I'm still learning, so I'd appreciate any feedback you can give me. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.